Salute, 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 salute. Right? Uh you got a you got a woman right here, right? She got the she got the ball. She over here looking like Jadakiss. Uh she's she's gonna be telling women about a feminine strategy. I, I got something to say about it because she did something that a lot of them usually do. She's supposed to be a dating coach, but let me get into it. Let her
Man, let me teach sis. Instead
go
of
ahead,
kissing a
Jada
man,
Kiss.
let me teach you this feminine energy technique. I'm a feminine energy coach.
Now remember, she said let her teach them this feminine energy technique, and she's a feminine energy coach. Let's go.
Married, and I've helped several women get engaged in under 1 year. This message is specific for my black ladies. I am a dating coach and I also have a dating network. And I must say something that I don't like saying. If you are looking to date a black man, the odds are not in your favor. Now, I'm a data person. I studied psychology, and so I did a lot of time of doing research. And the research is showing.
She looked me when they say they study psychology, that means they picked up a book about psychology, skimmed through a couple of chapters. That's it. That's not studying psychology. That's not having a degree about psychology. That they just picked up a book, looked up at a couple of chapters. That's it. Just so y'all know.
Remember that short bus kid I told you about?
Showing that there is a small pool of black men who are educated, who are doing well, and are
Hold on.
actually
Did she say?
successful.
Hold on. Let's go back. What'd she say?
Showing that there is a small.
Hold on.
If you are looking to date a black man, the odds are not in your favor. Now, I'm a data person. I studied psychology, and so I did a lot of time of doing research. And the research is showing that there is a small pool of black men who are educated, who are doing well, and are actually successful, and are looking for other black women. And now, what?
Hold on. I want to say this, right? This is their problem. This is the problem. When they talk about successful, right? What do they mean by successful? Are they talking about rich, wealthy? What are they talking about? See, this is why this stuff makes no sense. RIP to the brother KS. If you ever watch his videos, he always broke it down into categories. You don't leave out blanket statements like this, because if you're talking about a certain pool of men, right, you have to be specific about that certain pool. It's these guys that make 500,000 and up, 100,000 and up, 150,000 and up. When you just say successful, educated, right? Somebody can be successful at 100 grand a year and educated, right? And somebody could be successful at 300K a year and educated. Somebody could be successful at 75K a year and be educated. You have to describe what is successful. You have to say this is the number amount that is deemed successful. The reason why they throw out blanket statements is so they don't have to do that. All they can say is all they have to say is, hey, there's successful black men that's educated, and it's a small pool of them. And if you want these guys, you got to do such and such and such and such and such. And it's the reason why these dating coaches are never successful. Because the information they give doesn't help, because you're not specific. And they do that on purpose.
what the data is showing me is that black men are very aware of this. And because of this, they think they are the prize. And so what I'm now seeing, ladies, is that there is this pool of black women, specifically in their 30s and 40s, waiting around for these men that are Peter Pan to grow up and actually be ready for a relationship. And I'm going to say this, ladies, some of these men will never.
First of all, Jada Kiss, what do you mean grow up? What do you mean by grow up? So because they're not chasing chicks, they're not approaching them, they're not grown. Grow up means share your resources. Grow up means lose your resources. Grow up means waste your time. Grow up means become a simp. Go chasing chick. That's what she mean by grow up. So hold on. How is a man who's successful and educated, right, hasn't grown up yet? She does. Jada Kiss don't make sense here. Go back to Yonkers. You're not making no sense here. Go spit a hot 16 somewhere. What is she talking about? This is, again, these fake dating coaches.
To grow up and actually be ready for a relationship. And I'm going to say this, ladies, some of these men will never be ready for a relationship. I know plenty of men in their 40s and 50s still going around and playing like they are a bachelor for the rest of their lives. Because of this, ladies,
how are they playing? How are they playing? These are supposed to be the most educated, right? How are they playing? How can you play something that you already are? If they're bachelors, they're bachelors. What do you mean playing bachelor?
Remember that short bus kid?
They're not married. They single men, right? So how is they playing? All right, come on. All right, come on. Turtle, let's go.
And yes, I am married to a black man. But the truth is, before I married my black husband, I actually told him when we were getting to know each other that I was very open to other races. And ladies, the truth is, other races.
The disrespect is real. I keep telling y'all. The disrespect is real. And whoever he is, you can tell he's bottom shelf. You can tell whoever husband, he's bottom shelf. There's no productive man that's a leader is going to accept any of that. You can't even get around guys like that. I bet money it's a broke pookie. A broke pookie running around with a suit on. You know those broke pookies pretending to be productive. I bet money on that. There's no way a productive black man that worked hard to be successful is going to let this bald-headed Keisha run up on them and tell them, hey, she's open to other races of men. You're basically telling him that you're worshiping Brad and that he should be cool with that. Worshiping Brad, Hector, worshiping Lee. You're basically telling him that. Who tells somebody that? Why would you tell him that? Well, what's the point of telling him that? If you're going to do it then. But what was the point of telling him that? And why couldn't you just say that you're open to dating other men? Why you had to let him know that you're open to dating other races of men? What was the point of that? What was the point of that? That's weird. I tell you what was the point of that. The point of that, right, was her having control over him by telling him that to see what he was going to do. And if it's a broke dude, a pookie, bottom shelf, at the bottom, he's going to accept it. And that's the only reason why she told him that, because he knew he was going to accept it, because she can't get a top tier guy. She can't. She can't. That's crazy, though. To come out saying that, that's crazy.
Open to you. That is why pasta and lobster is blowing up on TikTok, especially if you are a black woman.
Here we go. Pasta and lobster. Remember what I said. All it takes is a plate of pasta and lobster. What is that? What is that? $60 plate? What is that? A $60 plate? Make what? $80 tops? They bragging about getting $80. They're bums. Pasta and lobster? That's what y'all... Surf and turf? That's what Brad is paying $80 to take you on Tizzy tours? You're so happy because you're not used to $80 get spent on you? You used to the standard 40? Pasta and lobster. Not house, car, not bank accounts. Pasta and lobster. See, you black man, you can't just show up saying, "Hey, I'll take you on a date," right? That's not enough. That's not enough. What do you have going on? Do you have any businesses? Do you own any property? Do you have money? How much money you got? Are you out here balling? If you're not doing any of that, they ain't trying to hear it. But Brad, all you have to do is just show pasta and lobster. All you have to do is take it to Red Lobster. They think they really said something with the pasta and lobster. I'm telling you, they're so happy. $80? You spending $80? It's usually $40 in the Tizzy tour. Bums.
Open to all types of men, all shapes, all colors. Because to be honest, if you're waiting around for that black man who's 6 feet, making six figures, you may be waiting for a long time. And I'm putting this out there, ladies, because like I said, I see the data, I see the numbers. I'm talking to black men all the time. And the truth is, they're taking their time and sometimes they're not checking for you. Ladies, leave in the comments below, what do you think? What are you seeing? I know the dating streets are tough out there. And of course, if you're looking for more feminine energy and dating tips, make sure to follow me.
Now, one thing that you probably missed, there's something vital that you missed, black man. And you missed it probably, you don't care what she's talking about. I mean, but I was listening. Remember what she said in the beginning, right? Let me play what she said in the beginning.
Sis, instead of chasing a man, let me teach you this feminine energy technique. I'm a feminine energy.
She said she was going to teach him a feminine energy technique. That's what she said. Hold on. What the women were saying. What the feminine energy tip? I missed it. Look, I thought we were about to learn how to have feminine energy. Look at this one. Honey, I need my pasta and lobster. Yeah. Right. Sad but true. I told myself that it's time to try another flavor. Look at this. I agree. I feel like I'm missing out on real love, waiting around in one sandbox. Right? Look. Look, this one. What was the feminine energy tip? Right. Look at this. Look, only a few ags. Only a few. Only a few ags. Only a few. Look. Look at this. Now, this one, she responded to this one, right? Look what she said. You forgot to give the feminine energy tip. Look what she said. My tip was being open to other races. Feminine energy is being open and open to abundance of other men. What?
Poor.
This is the dating coach. You know, 'cause a few of them was like, wait, where's the feminine energy? She can't give you one. You know why she can't give you one? Because there's nothing feminine about her. You're running around with the baldy, sitting around in a car talking about you got a husband and you told him what he was gonna have to deal with. There's nothing feminine about that. So when she said she was going to give a feminine energy tip, they were waiting around, waiting to hit, and she couldn't explain it. And then when she actually explained it here, the tip is being open to other races. That's not feminine energy. You don't have to have feminine energy to be open to other races. That's not feminine energy. Anybody could be open to other races. She said feminine energy is being open and open to abundance of other men. What do you mean open to abundance of other men? What does that mean? Does that mean feminine energy is being a 304? Why would you want to be open to an abundance of other men if you're looking for a particular guy that you want to align yourself with? So in order to get to that one guy, you got to be open to an abundance of other men? Let me tell you how Becky looks at things. Because Becky say it all the time. This is what Becky does. You know what Becky does? Becky don't go out there looking for abundance of other men. You know what Becky does? Becky looks at the guy that she wants. She looks at that guy, and you know what she does? She competes for him. She don't go out there date this guy. No, she sees the guy what she wants, and she competes for him. She competes for him. She don't care who wants. If her friend wants that guy, she's going to compete against her friend. That's what Becky does. Becky not saying, hey, go out there and date the world to get this guy. That's what feminine energy is. Date the world to be open to other. That's crazy. She couldn't give that feminine energy tip because she don't know what it is. It's not something you can turn on. It's not. I don't understand why they think this is feminine energy. Is just something you could turn on? Nobody can't give me a masculinity tip energy. Yeah, where's the masculinity energy tip? Nobody can give me that. There's no tip to it. Either you are or you are not. There's no switch. You can't just switch it on. That's what they don't get. It's not something you can switch on. You don't switch on masculinity. You don't switch on femininity. It's something that you were raised with. Boys that were raised with their mothers and fathers in the house understand the balance. They understand the balance. There's a balance there. So when they're raised with their fathers in the house, they grow up understanding what it is to be masculine. It's something that you're raised with. It's not something you just switch on and off. That's why when you look at Maria and why you see dudes, especially black men, opting for Marias a lot lately is because they understand that they were raised to be feminine. They were raised to cater. They grew up in their household cooking for their brothers, cooking for the father, helping the mother in the kitchen, helping the mother clean, folding the clothes, catering to the men in the house. Because those are the men that's going to protect them if anything ever goes left. They understood that. It's a principle. They understand. The men understood. The boys even understood. You need to protect your sister. It's always a trade-off. Masculine energy, feminine energy. It's always a trade-off. Why they gotta be cleaning? Why they gotta clean the kitchen and make dinner? Why they gotta do that? Oh, well, why does he have to protect you? Why does he have to fix the car? Change the tire? Change the alternator? Why does he have to fix up the basement? Why does he have to install the water heater? Why does he have to, fix the furnace? Why does he have to protect the house? Why does he have to make sure that, he goes downstairs if there's a bump in the night to see what's going on? It's him. And if something happens to him, he's screaming to you to run. Give you a head start to get away. See, this stuff right here, man. Y'all got to stop it, man. Y'all got to stop. I'm talking to you. Y'all got to stop taking them. They're not the most educated. They're just the most enrolled, right? They're losing out here bad. They're losing out here bad, man. Very bad. They're losing out here. They're losing out here. Very bad. They're losing. And the more and more y'all understand that, the more and more you look at them as jokes. Now, one time did she display what, a feminine energy tip. Look at this. This one named Mercedes. She said, I thought we were about to learn how to have feminine energy. If you need to learn it, especially at this stage in your life, you're done. Finito. What do you mean, learn? Can you imagine us in our 30s and our 40s saying we have to learn how to have masculine energy? It just sounded insane, man. Yeah, they done, man. It's finito for them.
You big dummy.